Hey, everyone. Comments. So good to see you guys, honestly. How is everybody? Tropical Rain, Elizabeth, Mel is here. Why would they flag a green heart? YouTube is so weird. Emma is here. Blissfully Taylor is here. Brittany. Oh, these comments are coming in. Hello, everyone. XO Shadow says hi. Jen says, hey, girl. Candace is here. Nicole is here. These comments are flying right now. So good to have you guys. So good. Jennifer says, hello, Jess. Much love. Thank you, babe. Pearl Gray is in here. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music down just a little bit. My energy is a little different today. Not in a way that's negative or anything, but in a way that I kind of had to change my expectations of myself and like how I'm working with my energy right now. I think we have a storm about to come, and it seems like it's going to be a doozy, so this could be really good. If we do have a storm that's about to come in and blow through, sometimes in New Orleans it can push out the internet. Tasha's here. Thank you so much for joining. Carmen says, oh my God, I love storms. Yay. I know, me too. Me too. But yeah, if we have a storm during our Astro live chat, I may or may not be able to continue because sometimes the internet gets weird here. It just is what it is. Okay? So me personally, how are you guys feeling? I'm going to give you guys a chance to go ahead and type it out. Me personally, my energy is a little low, not in a negative way. It's just day 2 of my menstrual. And I'm just like, you know how I tell you guys all the time, okay, someone says tired AF, groggy but good, emotional, confused, spacey, feeling off, different since the new moon. I feel a bit drained. Blessed. Someone said blessed. Scatterbrain, tired, disconnected. Good, positive. Okay, good. Stressed and tired. Honestly, I just want my bed, she says. Marissa says, sick with influenza. Jeez, there's a lot of people getting sick this week, by the way. We need to talk about that. You guys, I mean, this is why it blows my mind that people don't believe in astrology, because it is predictable. Like, it's too predictable. If you have Neptune influencing anything within our transit, you will see people get food poisoned. You will see people get the flu. Sorry, I'm listening for thunder. You'll see people get strep. Oh, we're gonna get a storm. Bye. Astro chat done. I'm just kidding. But you'll definitely see people get sick. And a lot of times it's like poisonings and that type of stuff, or your energy will be low. Now, me personally, like I was saying, I'm on my day 2 of my menstrual. So shout out to not being pregnant. I'm just kidding. But like for real though. So my energy for that is a little bit lower than it normally would be, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm making magic. That doesn't change the fact that magic is happening around me, and that shouldn't change that there's magic happening around you guys. But this week, Mercury ruling our mind, communication, thinking, moving objects is directly conjunct Neptune. And basically what happens with that, with just anything aspecting Neptune, of the personal planets, you will get sick. We see issues or things of bouts of food poisoning skyrocket. Anytime Neptune aspects a personal planet, over and over and over and over and over again. It could be direct. It could be usually not a trine, but usually not a sextile, but it's either when it's directly conjunct or directly opposing. That's when you'll see a lot of food poisoning and a lot of energy being low. And this would have been within the last week. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys feeling your energy is being like off or weird. It's hard to focus. That's because you shouldn't be focusing on like logic. I was saying this last week for those of you guys, when I say these, when I give these messages to you, they don't cover just that week. They spill over. They don't just cover just the here and the now. Like, we're talking about it today, but remember, it spills over into the rest of the week and continues and continues. So if you guys have to keep checking in, and I do this for myself, because when I put these messages out there, yeah, I'm the one saying them, but half the time I don't hear myself, to be honest with you. Same thing happens if I'm doing a reading for someone. I don't hear what it is that I'm saying. I'm just, for the most part, just kind of channeling it. I don't remember, and I have to revisit it. So I'm not saying this to get more likes. I swear to you guys, I'm not saying this to get more likes, but it almost seems like people need like a reminder around Wednesday or Thursday to kind of revisit it and be like, oh, this is why this is happening, or this is why this is why I'm feeling this way. So yeah, I just saw Kay Okani say, my cat threw up not too long ago as well. LOL. I'm surprised Franklin hasn't gotten sick yet. Knock on wood. He's been pretty good. He had eggs this morning. Franklin loves eggs. It's the weirdest thing. I like make him his dinner, and he prefers eggs every time. And I just, to the point where he like eats it and eats it and eats it. And I don't have the heart to tell him no, but I just stopped making eggs. Like, he is excited for eggs. Like, Franklin is about that egg life. Where is he? He's busy. He's off somewhere. Carmen says, oh my God, LMAO, eggs. Yeah. A Young Soul says, dogs can eat eggs. Yes, they can. They love eggs. They love cheese. They love meat. They can totally eat. LO Juno Fun says, how have the spirits been? Wild. Oh my gosh, they've been wild lately. How did you know to ask that? That's really weird that you knew to ask that. Yeah, it's been crazy here, but not in a bad way. Oh, thank you so much, Avalon. She said, thank you for being here, Jess. Honey, you said the tone and will flow with you. No excuses necessary. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And that's what we decided. So I can't answer, obviously, every single question, but if you guys do have a question, YouTube creates super chat, and basically for those of us that have a lot of activity when we're going live, doing a super chat where you contribute like money. And I don't want to like ask for money. You guys know I don't do this for profit. I've been doing this for free for how long, but it does actually highlight it for me. I know you guys can see that it draws my attention. And that's what it is that it's designed to do, is to pop up so that for those of us that have like the larger accounts, we can go ahead and answer those questions. Okay. Are we top chat? I don't know. I didn't see that. So congratulations to us for being top live. That's such a good idea to do it on Mondays. And the storm really is going to blow through. Okay. So, okay. Daggum Britt says, I just want to say hello and let you know you're loved. Thank you so much. So thank you for all that you do. Sending you so much love. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that, baby love. So I have cards. I have cards that are pulled. And because my energy is low right now, and that's not a bad thing, you guys, I love it I love how protective you are of me, because I feel like you can sense how protective I am of you. But when I say that my energy is low, that doesn't mean that I'm sad or anything like that. Sage, what's going on, babe? Do you have a question? I see the 5, but I don't see a question. So I'll look out for you. Thank you so much for the 5. For real, for real. But yeah, when my energy is low, it just means that I'm not like, whoop, whoop, whoop. You guys know sometimes I can be really like, whoop, whoop, whoop. But it's more about me being quiet. Thank you so much, Quisha. Am I saying your name right? Miss Lipsy. I'm a queen, girl. Look at your picture right there. Perfect, flawless, killing it. You're the queen. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, my energy is a little bit more about when I get like this, and when it's like day 1, 2, 3 of my menstrual, I just allow myself to kind of receive. And with that, I'm just quieter. And if you guys can relate, put some hearts or something, or be like, I can relate. What is it like for my females, when you're on your cycle, day 1 to 3, to me is the most sensitive and vulnerable time, where instead of me actively doing, I'm more about receiving. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of hearts. You guys see that? Like, they're filling up. Yeah. So you can relate. you can relate. Some of these hearts are being blocked for some reason. The green ones, I don't know, Mel, do you see this? For some reason, the green hearts are getting blocked. That's so weird, but there's a lot of green hearts. Yeah, it's so weird. YouTube is odd. But yeah, so basically what I do, Tasha, thank you so much, my love, honestly, to Mama Tasha. Basically what it is that I do during those times when my energy is low and I'm 1, 2, 3, the 3 days is I allow myself to receive. And this is honestly when I just fall back into the hands of spirit. I don't care what the fuck is going on around me and in the world around me, what the expectations look like. I do the best that I can as far as just kind of moving forward, but I don't put a lot of heavy expectation on myself, and I make sure that people don't expect too much of me. But at the same time, because I'm falling back into spirit, because I'm falling back into my space, into my sacred space as a woman, as a feminine creature, when we are this sensitive, when our bodies are, quiet and dormant, we need to be receiving. So for that, I pull cards. Always. I pull cards. Esther says, that's crazy. I'm on day 2. We started our menstrual at the same time. Quisha says, day 3, I'm good. After day 3, do you guys notice that after day 3 of your cycle, your energy spikes again? Mel says those green hearts, it's like I'm playing a video game. I know, she's like trying to like comment and everything. Everybody say, hi, Mel. Throw some hearts up, but not green hearts. Don't throw up green hearts. Throw some hearts up for Mel just to give her some love and support. She's our moderator, and I work with her one-on-one for everything lately. She's the one that just like kills it behind the scenes. She's my go-to girl. Okay, yeah, everyone says, hi, Mel. Hi, Mel. Okay, so and I'm also seeing, yes, I'm going to let that kind of like flow through. Meanwhile, is it raining yet? Not yet. I can't wait for the rains to come. Ooh, okay, wait, BB and gave unicorns and hearts. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so yeah, after day 3, it's almost like our energy kind of picks up if you haven't exhausted yourself. There is something synonymous or magical about the number 3, and I really want you guys to kind of sit with that and absorb it. The point of our Astro Live today is not to talk about our menstrual cycles, because I have videos about that coming, but the number 3 is very powerful and it's very feminine, so it's after the number 3 is when we start to see that change, when we start to see that birth, that creation, that stability come, and that's when our energy picks up again. But before that, we are all about receiving. Dahlia says, I hear Franklin. That's not Franklin. Franklin doesn't bark. That's my neighbor's dog. Franklin rarely barks. See, my neighbor's yelling at her dog. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what it is that I wanted to do. I did have a plan of action that I wanted to kind of take the direction of this live chat today, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull cards, and I have cards and messages pulled up for you. So for those of you guys who are following me on Instagram, and if you're not following me, go ahead and follow. It's, BehatiLife. But I gave you a chance to think about a question. I gave you guys a chance to think about something that you need to hear, and there's conflicting messages, there's conflicting information. I think it's because I left it so open, but I was very specific about asking you guys to ask your question. Miss Witchy Lee says, thank you so much for everything that you do for us. You have helped me at my lowest, and you don't even know it. Thank you so much for saying that. She said, you are so amazing. I love you. No, I love you more. Thank you so much. Me helping, like hearing things like that helps me when I'm at my lowest. So I really appreciate it, you guys, like for real. So thank you. So one of the first things that it is that I'm seeing, I'll wait. I wonder if my neighbors know that I go live every Monday. Can you hear them? Can you guys hear my neighbors? Just curious. I wonder if they watch. Yeah, they say yeah. Yeah, you can hear a dog. That's my neighbor's dog. They'll go in for a minute. They usually don't hang out in the courtyard. I'm usually the one that spends a lot of my time. Okay, cool. Okay. So there's a few things that came through. My loves. And the first thing frustrated the fuck out of me. Oh my God, you guys. When I pulled these cards, I was just like, wow. It's the level of frustration that I got from this one group. And I'm just going to share the messages that came through, and we'll go into astro chat a little later on, like the astrological, like what's going on astrologically for this week. But I wanted to share these messages with you. But the level of frustration that I was getting and what I was receiving as I was pulling these cards is just above and beyond. It actually feels like a person who just is climbing a mountain and just keeps on keeping on and keeps on keeping on. I see this as a person. It's like, I almost want to say to that person, how is it that you are doing so much? Like, how is it that you are doing so much? How is it that you take on so much? And it's like, it's not questioned. It's almost expected of you, or you expect it of yourself, or you take on a lot and people just automatically assume that it is that you're going to do it because they're so used to and accustomed to you doing the same fucking shit for them, when they don't even realize how much it is that you give. And to me, that makes me really defensive for you. That to me, that makes me very protective of you, because I'm like, I know what that's like. I know what that's like to, as a Virgo, like Virgos, we really bleed ourselves out sometimes. But it's like, it just feels like I just keep, not me, but when I pull these cards, it just feels like I keep pushing, I keep doing. And whatever it is that you are serving, it is so content. It is so happy with status quo. It's like you're pushing a heavy man, like a heavy man or a heavy mountain or something. And I don't want to offend anybody, but it's like you're pushing this like heavy thing, and it's just so content with status quo. It reminds me of Four of Cups. And I didn't pull the Four of Cups here. In fact, I actually pulled the Four of Swords. But it reminds me of Four of Cups energy. And it's like, the thing is, you guys, you really need to, and I mean, I'm sure you hear this all the time, but it's like you putting yourself, as I'm saying, like my scalp is tingling, and that's normally what happens. My scalp or my nose. Karina says, it's like I can't do enough. Yeah, because it's never going to be enough. It's like legit. Like, that's why it was so frustrating for me, because it's like, I'm going to keep doing this and doing this and doing this. And what's going to come of this? Like, it's more than you serving. It's you carrying the weight of it. You have to think how much that impacts you, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, like your spiritual body. Did I say that already? It impacts all of your body by carrying this burden with you, this weight with you. For what? At some point, like, and this is me, I feel like I'm like you guys' sister or something. But I almost want to say, as your sister, I'm telling you it's too much. Like, as your sister, as your tribe, as your friend, I'm telling you it's too much. Like, it's too much, and it's not going to be enough at the end of the day. And there comes a point, my love, where you have to decide, you know what, like, I'm not going to do this anymore because it's too heavy. It's too much. All right, you need to take a break. Like, you genuinely need to take a break. The other thing too is that I actually see you matching the energy with your own level of stubbornness. And as I say that, and again, I want to say as your sister too, like, I don't know why I want to say that, but like, I like, as your sister, I want to say that, you know what, it's out of your character to kind of match the vibration, because you're better than that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't do that to someone, or you would see the potential in someone, or you would see how good they are, or you would see, you know, all of this, and you would never take advantage, or you would never ask for more. But that's what's being asked of you, really? And that's okay? How is that okay? Arlisha says, will me and my ex be good on terms this year? So those are questions. I'll have to answer that later, my love. Especially for $2. Yeah, sorry, hold on. I missed a question up here. Fee More Fierce says, I honestly just want to know that me and my baby girl will be all right. Level of frustration, yeah. So we have to kind of be a little careful with the questions that are coming through. They would, yeah. Queen Chicago says, we caught that, Jess. I'm such a little stinker sometimes. Hey Jess, I love you so much. I've been going through it. Would it be due to the shift in the universe? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and approve this for Mel, even though she's on it. Kayla Edwards says, Jess, you ain't ish. I'm not shit? All right. All right, that's fine. Did I see somebody with the name Bacchus? That reminds me of New Orleans. She said, I feel like Jezebel today. It's weird. Yeah. For those of you guys that love the rain, it's going on right now. Oh, she says, you so ish. Oh, I thought you were saying I wasn't ish. I was like, all right, fine, that's fine. Go ahead and leave if you don't like my messages. I don't give a fuck. Look, 111. But yeah, no, on some real shit though. Pardon my French, but it just seems like, again, like what it was I was saying. It's funny because I see you as, for this group, whoever it is that needs to receive this, I see you as almost matching the stubbornness of this mountain. And basically, this is a person being like, you know what? You're going to be stubborn. You're going to give me this. That's what you're going to put to the table. That's what you're going to contribute. You're not going to move. All right, stay your ass there then. Go ahead. You know, only people are like, all right, fine. That's cool. That's fine. That's fine. Look, even Franklin loves the... But basically, what I'm seeing is a person stepping into a space. And by person, I mean you. Stepping into this space of extreme power. And I don't know why that's the word, but I think the reason why it's coming off as extreme is because it's out of your normal. It's extreme because it's not comfortable for you. So it feels like a lot. I just got a text message, sorry. But if that entity is stubborn, if that entity isn't moving, then you need to put your foot down and you need to also be stubborn. This is when I started seeing the Emperor. I don't care if you're female, if you're male, if you are passive or aggressive. It's stepping into it. It's owning it and being like, you know what? Guess who's not doing this anymore? Me. I'm out. Bye. Now I realize, what's that meme with the lady who's like, they ask her a question and she's like, ha, next question. And then she's like, see ya. That's about to be you. Right? Carmen says that mountain is my ego, and sometimes it is. But you know what? You have to put your foot down because that shit is not serving anyone. I was thinking that earlier today when I came in from my walk with Franklin. Egos kill people. Egos kill businesses. Egos kill opportunity. Egos kill relationships. Egos are the one major thing for blocking blessings. The ego. At the end of the day, like that comes from you. So you decide. Oh, the other thing that I'm seeing is, you know, some things are not trying to move. Again, they're really content with status quo. Fine. It's like a person who, you know, goes out with like all these weights on themselves and goes out and swims into the ocean and they wonder why they can't swim. It's like, because you're carrying all of these weights. Then it's like you keep diving in and saving them and you're holding onto their hand. They're pulling you down. And at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. The other thing too is that for those of you guys that are working with a person or like an actual person, I see them sneaking away. Like, and that's because I'm seeing the Fox card here, but also the Ace of Swords came through earlier. And this is like seeing things for what they are. This is listening to what someone is saying, but also listening to what they're not saying. Why can't they say it? Well, because half of the time they're a fucking coward. Half of the time they don't know. And it's not an excuse, don't get me wrong. Half of the time they're stuck with status quo. Like, you're fucking happy there? Fine, sit. Like, sit and stay. I'm out. Like, I'm just not, like, it's not good. It's not good. There's a lot of, you know, collecting yourself and using the Ace of Swords, which is mind. The power of the mind, the power of your words, the power of your concentration, the power of your focus. in order to cut out the bullshit and redirect and refocus yourself from getting distracted by things or people or giving too much. The Ace of Swords is, again, you can use it for good in order to protect yourself, in order to protect others, or you can use it for evil and use it to, you know, harm yourself or to never protect yourself. But either way, it falls in your hands. I do see, I'm not going to lie. Again, Mercury is direct. Mercury is going to be moving direct on the 26th. But more than that, Mercury is conjunct Neptune this week and is like exact as at today. Like, if it's not today, then it's the days. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Oh, no, it was yesterday. Perfect. So I'm just seeing a lot of people needing rest right now, and being in a space of following their intuition. I still feel for all of us, this is not a time, again, not to force anything, because so much things there's like up, you know, cloudy and wonky and weird. And the other thing too is the Strength card is here. Again, this is that big brute bear thing, like that big beast that just seems, you know, and that beast, it could be a corporation, it could be an establishment, it could be business, it could be doing your taxes, it could be this, all of these burdens. It doesn't necessarily have to be one thing, it could be multiple things. Like last week I was thinking, oh, okay, like we're doing the shop update. We have, you know, I wanted to finish my tarot magic oils. We wanted to finish my milestone for the book that I'm writing. Then I had to do this. Then I had to plan a trip for my mom for Mother's Day weekend, you know? So it's like all of these things, that is my bear, you know? It's all of this burden, this weight. People look at me and they're like, oh, Jess, you? It's raining. That's why I'm distracted. In the mirror, I could see like how much it's raining behind me right now. Okay. If you guys have internet issues, then that's what that is. Zaira Padilla, your name sounds familiar again, because I feel like we work together. She goes, thank you, Jess, for everything that you do. You are definitely the light in a lot of our lives. I'm glad I stumbled upon you those many years ago. My day one. Thank you so much. KM Cooper, the practical escapist, she says, rest. Yes, please. It's so needed. The other thing, too, yes, like, honestly, I don't want to skim over that. Rest is everything. I feel like people feel so much guilt when it comes to resting. Your body needs it. Your body needs it. We force ourselves. We're in a society that says produce, 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 consume, consume, consume. Why? Because they're profiting off of you. And that's why we're getting exhausted. That's why people are dropping dead, have heart disease and all those things, because we can't keep up. You want to know why we can't keep up? Because we weren't meant to. We weren't designed to. So you have to unplug. I just, for whoever it was that message was, the level of frustration, it's unhealthy. And I just want to be so, it's almost like me as your family or something. Like I feel very protective of you, because as your family, I'm like, the burden of that, you don't even realize how much weight and stress impacts your physical body. It's not even about blessings anymore. It's not about opportunity. It's about like your actual health. Like, is your stomach squeezing up? Is your heart squeezing up? Are your shoulders tense? All of those things impact the physical body. And I just think that there comes a point where this fox, he's sneaking away. He's getting away with murder. Meanwhile, you're jumping through hoops. Do you know, this happens for a lot of women. 86 to 88% of my followers are women. So 86, 88% of my messages tend to gravitate towards feminine energy. Do you women realize how much power and control and strength you have that, I'm sorry, that men don't have? I could write a book on that. I'm not kidding. Women, it's like we carry men's burdens, we carry other women's burdens, we carry our own burdens, and we make it look good. Hearts if you feel me. Dagan Britt says, I asked you on Instagram if I needed to leave my job for my passion, and you are literally answering my questions right now. They are the thing that is using me, and I'm too nice, and I give and I give. Yep. 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 I'm seeing the hearts. Yeah. YouTube is holding some of you guys back, but I see them. Yeah. It's crazy. Men, it's like, you know, men are very simple, and there's nothing against my men. Trust and believe. I love men, obviously. Obviously, I love men, but like, it's nothing against them, but they're very simple, and they get away with murder because society is, you know, and that's what I'm seeing. It's not just men, but it's people, it's things, this burden. It's too much. The weight of it is too much for too many of you guys to be carrying. It's just time. It's just time to kind of cut that cord a little bit. And don't be like, it's like women too. It's like we're programmed to like be nurturing and sweet and gentle. Let me give you the hammer of truth real quick, like a sword, sharp, cutting through hot cheese. Hot cheese. Why? Why spare them their feelings? They can handle it. The next thing that it is I'm seeing, the next message that came through for you guys, yeah, is still this energy of strength and being forward. I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy. I just saw KM Cooper mentioned grilled cheese, and now I'm hungry. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding. But there's still this energy of women stepping into a more masculine role, and we have to. Who else but us? Like, who else is going to be able to do it? Yeah, so you guys can hear my neighbors. I should tell them. She, you know, it's the baby too. She has a little girl. They're always. She's like, get in the house, because it's raining out. Yeah, but yeah, I see feminine energy kind of taking a back burner, meaning like it's when you are by yourself and you are serving yourself, that's when I see more feminine energy kind of popping up. But when it comes to the world and your goals and your dealings with other people, I'm seeing more masculine energy. And when I say that, this is my next message that came through. When I see feminine, I see this as something where it's like, oh, I'm going to nurture. Do you remember, for those of you guys who are not brand new to the tribe and you tune in pretty faithfully to ASTRO Live, there was last week or the week before that where it was very feminine. It was all about receiving. Now it's very dominant. So basically what I'm feeling and what I'm sensing for this next message is the feminine aspect of yourself needs to be given just to you right now. Even as a mother, even as a wife or a girlfriend or a daughter or a sister or a brother, I'm seeing you giving yourself feminine energy, so you're allowing yourself to receive. But when it comes to the outside world, when it comes to the other, when it comes to handling your boss, when it comes to handling your business, dominate! Fucking dominate! Like, that's what it is that I'm getting so hard. There is a side of you, I don't know who this is for, but this is what I'm getting. There is a side of you that right now, when it comes to your personal life, you have to adjust. Fine. In your personal life, maybe adjust just a little bit, meaning like when it comes to serving yourself and being open to the universe. But when it comes to the external world, when it comes to the world around you, there is no adjusting. You don't adjust, you dominate. Go ahead and put that on a t-shirt. I don't adjust, I dominate. I am dominating. I take control. This is what I want. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I need you to do this. It's like a baller, a shot caller. Like, this is what is going on. Like, I am in my power right now. Like, I'm not going to wait. I don't need to be passive because I know what I need to do next. It's like there is no compromise. Compromise, what is that? I don't know what that is. Jasmine Red says, yes, you're speaking to the Aries in me. It is, and I think a lot of this is actually coming from the planets. You know, I think a lot of it is coming from the cosmos right now, because that's the energy that we're working with. It is all about stepping into your leadership role. This is, you know, like, I swear to you guys, I'm not trying to be, you know, like male bashing or anything like that, or, you know, talk about feminism, but it's all about this masculine, feminine energy. But you know, when something makes you uncomfortable, or something, happens and you're just like passive about it. It's like, oh, it's okay. Or, oh no, it's fine. Like, hey, Diane, hey, Barbara, can you stay late? 30 minutes. I need you to do this. No, the fuck I can't. Okay. I got to go to my kid's soccer practice. Meanwhile, any other time you would have been like, okay, yeah, sure. And you're late. No, I got to go. You fucking knew that. Why are you asking me this? No. Rude. Like, it's almost rude. It's almost rude how much people kind of get by on stuff. And it's that feminine. They are feeding off of feminine energy. It's not just women. It's men who do it too. Where they're like, they're too nice. Nice for who? Like, if you don't like someone, if you don't want to do something, fucking say that. That's like feminine in a way that's negative. And that's why I'm saying, like, for this week, feminine energy serves just you. This whole like passive, like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Fuck your feelings. It's not about your feelings. It's the truth. These are facts. Kim East is saying it right now. Facts 100%. Did you want the facts? Did you want me to lie to you? What do you want? Like, what? No. The answer is no, I can't. Like, no, I'm out. And you knew that. This is going to come again like a hot blade for some people because they're not going to know. They're not going to expect it from you because they expect you to be passive. They expect you to, I don't want to say roll over, but be like, oh, she'll say yes. No, I won't. Why did you think I was going to say yes? And without taking it too much personally, it is also a reflection of you and you learning how to create boundaries. Mystic Earth Angel says, I just promoted to a lead position and I'm dominating that. Do you see that? That's masculine manifesting in feminine, like feminine form, masculine manifesting. Does that make sense? That's masculine energy manifesting itself in the feminine body, the feminine presence. That's what it's like. She's doing it right. Live and learn. Mystic Earth Angel right now. Okay. Wait, I saw a little thingy thing here. Okay. No name says, I feel pressure from sick Caribbean mother to fulfill dying wish of becoming an MD, but I'm unsure if I can spend 10 to 14 years in school. She says I would be nothing if I'm not an MD. I feel sadness and pain. Let me tell you something. Is your mom? I hope your mom's not here right now. And please take this with as much love and light as possible because especially because I understand that your mother's sick. But when people are sick, when they're suffering, when they are struggling, sometimes their worst fears come through because your mother wants what's best for you. The reality is that what is best for you is for you to have peace within yourself, with your decisions, with your life, with who you are, with what you're doing. Money and security is very important, but at the end of the day, you could have all the money in the world and no peace, and you will never be satisfied. You could have all the peace and all the love and enjoy shelling fish and no money and be so content, but somehow the universe provides for you. So at the end of the day, I would say, for me personally, I would say pray over your mother. To help ease her pain and help to ease her suffering and also to help ease her fears for you. But I also am saying to you right now, no name, like your name is not listed on here right now, but at the end of the day, as you know, from where I stand, your peace and the lightness in your spirit is everything to me. To me, that is worth more than gold. To me, that's worth more than a paycheck. To me, that's worth more than a big bag of money. And if that helps any, I still feel like your happiness is going to be everything. And maybe you don't have to speak it. Maybe you don't have to share everything because I too come from the islands. Like my family comes from the islands and I'm learning. I shouldn't share everything with them because they have a way of putting their opinion in. Whether you ask for it, whether you did it, they just boop, opinions. All of them. Italians do it too. And Africans, y'all, it's like we're all the same, honestly. You know what? It's It's doesn't a family putting an opinion moves past all cultures. I feel like all cultures, all backgrounds, all religions, they all do it. Didn't nobody ask you for your opinion, but they put it in there though, don't they? And it always comes from a place of love. But at the end of the day, again, the cold, hard blade of truth sometimes is too much to bear for a lot of people. And when it comes to mother, you know, and when it comes to your family, just don't tell them and go your own way. Go your way. And when you're saying, I'm unsure if I can spend 10 to 14 years in school, girl or a guy, you do know. What do you mean you're not sure? You know you can't do it. Don't lie to me. I see through you. But more than that, I see through you. And you have to prioritize what's best for you. But thank you so much for that. Erica Nino says, LMAFO. So you've met my family. Yeah. They're all the same. They really, truly are all the same. I want to share a story, but I can't because I'll offend somebody. But yeah, that's the thing too, is that it's so funny that that was the next question because, yeah. It's so funny that that was the question that it is that I got, because that's what the next message that is I'm receiving for us for this week. Some of you guys, I know this sounds like the impossible. Sometimes like 50% of me, well, 30% of me hates to be that person that's like, believe in the impossible, believe that anything can happen. But the reality is that my clients, my friends, my family, myself, I have learned by aggressively studying spirituality and aggressively studying laws of attraction and magic and intention and prayer and miracles, that there is not a coincidence with the things that it is at your heart, is like what is embedded in your heart. It's almost like when you were born or when you stepped into this physical form in your body, God or the universe or the divine or whatever put like little splinters in your heart and in your soul and in your spirit. And those splinters, sometimes they get infected. This is the best and the worst metaphor. You guys already know how I do this. My metaphors are awful as they are amazing. But sometimes those splinters, they get infected. And when they get infected, it's because something rubbed up against them. Something triggered them. And that's when you know, okay, there's a splinter here. And that's what happens within you. When you are born into this life, there is something that is embedded in you. A dream, a vision, a feeling, a prophecy, a career path, a true love, a lifestyle, a preference for glitter and sequins. I don't know who that would be. But there are things that are embedded in you. And at a point in your life, the cosmos, the universe, or a circumstance or an opportunity or something will rub up against it. And that's when that splinter will make itself known. And that infection, or that how it will make itself known, is usually through pain or a lack thereof. Meaning like, I want this in my life. Something is missing here. I want it. And that is like, that shows you that there is that splinter. That's that splinter that's getting activated. So when that thing starts to make itself known, when it starts to become painful, you can't ignore it anymore. And that's the other thing too. Back to my first reading, for the first group of readings, I feel like this stubborn thing, you know what? Sometimes it's like, you can't force it. Like, whatever. I don't even want to get back onto that because I'm going to go off on a tangent there. Back to my second group that needed this message. But basically what it is that I'm seeing is, you know, when the time is right and when you start feeling it, that emptiness, that hole, or that pain will show you that this is now getting called. This is now getting activated. And now that's when you work surgery. And by working surgery, that's when you're setting your intention, you're working your magic, you're calling things in, you're preparing yourself. Not only are you working your magic and setting intention, but you're doing everything on your end in order to create, in order to do, in order to manifest, in order to step up. Because you can't want something, see that it's amazing, and not act on it. because that splinter is going to sit there in your heart and get embedded, and it's never going to be taken out. It's never going to be fulfilled. So that's what it is that I'm seeing. And when I say fantasy and fulfillment when it comes to your happiness, it's because these two cards were one of the major ones that came through. And also, there's a lot of energy emphasis, like highlighting on Pisces right now. Pisces is your soul purpose. Pisces is your reason for being here. It doesn't matter if you're an Aries, a Gemini, a Libra, a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, a Virgo, a Gemini. Did I say that already? A Cancer, a Leo. Did I say that? A Taurus. Did I say that? I can't remember. It doesn't matter what your horoscope sign is. You still, at some point, are going to be pushed out of your comfort zone, and you will have to take that leap of faith, and you will have to take initiative, and you will have to become uncomfortable because everybody else was uncomfortable, and we all had to do it at some point in our lives, and now it's your motherfucking turn. I'm so over people taking the easy way out all the time and expecting results. I'm going to say that one more time. I am so tired of people taking the easy way out and expecting what? Oh, results. Why would you think that you would get anything? Why? Why? You thought you want you want a successful business. You want a healthy relationship. You want to travel. You want to create, but you won't do the work. You won't communicate. You won't take a risk and put your heart out there and be vulnerable with your partner. You won't book the flight. You won't leave your fucking house. Who am I talking to right now? I am so tired of people doing the bare minimum and expecting the full reward from it. Like, that's it. Astro live chat over. What did you expect? Like, for real, like, what do you expect from that? Especially when it comes to your hopes, your dreams, and fulfillment of things. Like, you will be missed. That's the other thing too. Like, people will say, oh, you know, I worked my magic, Jess. I worked my magic. I did this. I thought about it. I wrote it down. And then what'd you do afterwards? After you did that, you just sat back and then this opportunity came up, and then some things crumbled, and what happened? You crumbled. And then what happened? Oh, nothing? Nothing happened. Why? Because you didn't do anything. So it's like these opportunities come in, and it's like a person saying, my greatest dream is to have an airport. I have all this opportunity around me. I'm in the middle of New York City. It's like New York City being like, we want to be a hub. We want to be one of the greatest cities in the world. And everybody comes in from all over the world to come to New York City and Times Square and Chinatown. I personally love Chinatown. Like, all of these places, all of these spots, all of these things, all the events, money, lights, food. I'm hungry. We have all of this here, the diversity of these people, goddamn. But, we know that we need to make an airport, but we're not going to do it. So all of these planes are coming in, and they're trying to land. And it's like, oh, look, there's a plane. Oh my God, there's like 500 planes in the sky right now, and they all want to land and bring people, shuttle them into New York City. But New York City won't build the motherfucking airport. So it's like, you set the intention. You have the potential. You have the opportunity. Things the universe is providing. They're coming in. It's not a trickle. It's, again, like how a No Name, that was their name earlier, when they were like, yo, my family gives me opinions. It's like that. It's like opportunity comes in, like opinions come in. Everybody has a motherfucking opinion about what you should do with your life. But it's like, you have all of these opportunities coming in, and you just sit there and just look and be like, yeah, wow. Look at all of these planes. Like, these planes really do want to land, and they have tourists in them, and the tourists have money, and, you know, they have cameras, and they have Instagram is something now. So these people are going to put, you know, pictures of their trips and travel. It's going to go all over the world. But I'm not going to build an airport, because for some reason that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Again, I'm going to say it one last time. I'm so tired of people with all of the ideas, all of the opportunities coming to them. The potential is there, and it's coming in, and yet they just don't. You set your magic, you call it in, you speak about it. It's like Donald Trump. I won't talk about Donald Trump right now, but it's like someone who speaks a lot, and it's like, you know, maybe don't say anything or do something about it. And like, okay, so Chanel Carter says, I need this Astro ass whooping. Yo, we all do. We all do. But again, so it comes back again to this vision. It comes back to, and it's not just, you know, work, you guys. It's love, relationships. Some of you guys say to me all the time, Jess, I want love, or, you know, I want a different type of relationship. But at the end of the day, you can't spit fire on the people that it is that you love. You can't ask for love to come in and put it out to the universe. And then when someone who comes in who is wonderful and gentle and trying, and then blow gasoline in their face. Like, some of y'all, like, that's really what it's like. Like, a person will come in and they're handsome, they're tall, they're amazing, they have a job. Because some of y'all, you're really struggling to find people with jobs right now, but it's okay. Like, it's hard for some of us. Like, it's not my struggle, but like, it's hard. But it's like legit, you know, you have these people coming in, and or a person who comes in, and it's literally like you have gasoline in your mouth and you have a tank of fire and you like blow fire at them. They're gonna fucking leave because you're dangerous. That's dangerous. That's scary. So it's like, instead of, and I do it too. You know what I mean? None of us are perfect, but I do it too, where it's like, you know what, you really have to make sure that you're not hurting anyone, that you're not pushing people away, that you're not doing too much and not enough at the same time. Go figure. Or you're like, it's like self-sabotage. You have to know what you want. You have to do the work. It's not, oh, I've changed overnight. I'm fixed. Like, I'm fixed. Quick, take a selfie. Like, no. It's every day. It's a decision to, you know what? Today I decide that I'm going to be my best self. Today I'm not going to push this person away. Today I'm going to organize my life. Today I'm not going to verbally assault someone when they ask me if they want to come out for dinner. Some of y'all do that. It's really weird when you guys do it. My last message that I want to share, because I have my girls, you know, watching, or specifically Mel, but I think Ash is there too. And we're almost at an hour, and I really want to respect their time. But again, it's so funny because these cards are from Flowers from the Dead Oracle. And the cards that came through are peace and tranquility, which, am I the only one that's been getting like the sea turtle spirit animal lately? Okay. Mel says, we're both here, girl. Hey, ladies! Hey! Okay, I am Justin Ray says, stop, me too. I've been seeing the spirit animal. Let me tell you real quick. So I've been hanging out with my buddy Chuck, and I love him. And like, so I was seeing the sea turtle a lot. Tell me how we were sitting there, and I literally the night before that, I was like, is this sea, that's just me though. I question everything. I'm like, is a sea turtle really my spirit animal right now? Is this really my animal messenger? Like, for real, the sea turtle, like, nothing against it, but like, prove it to me, universe. Prove it to me. And the very next day I was hanging out with my buddy Chuck, and he literally is sitting next to me, and he's on his phone, and then he flips his phone over. He flips his phone over and shows it to me, and it's a sea turtle with its middle finger up. And it's like, this is my spirit animal. And I was like, what? But like, seriously, not to say that, you know, the sea turtle with a middle finger up is like my message or anything, but it was like, it was just confirmation for me because it literally said, this is my spirit animal. Now, granted, the sea turtle, the meme was about this like obnoxious, like assholey sea turtle being like, yo, F you guys. But it was just like, just too much, like hitting the nail on the head where I'm like, all right, yo, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Ask and they'll deliver. Always, 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 always. But these are something, oh, so yeah, turtle. Peace and tranquility. And basically, again, this is back to that energy of, I am not going to force this. I'm not going to fake the funk. I'm not going to pretend like this is something that it isn't. I am going to accept the truth as reality. And in that honesty gives me peace. This is what it is. This is who I am. This is where I am. This is what I am doing. This is what I want. This is what I'm creating. That honesty gives you the bare bones for you to work with the future and the potential. And can I tell you, it has given me so much peace. The next thing is the peacock. And this is about energy being light and your spirit being light and you being able to enjoy your life without this heavy burden, with you inviting in like the things that may not make sense, but they make you happy. That makes sense enough to me. I really want you guys, there's 730 people. Oh shit. Damn. Sorry, I got a notification on my phone. There's 730 people, now 720 people in here. And I almost want to say like, as your spirit mother. And I just feel like I'm not channeling spirit right now. Like my voice isn't going to change or anything like that. But I just feel like this maternal energy towards you guys, which makes sense because that's the next card, the bear. But I feel like this maternal energy towards you guys, which it's like, wow, I lost my message just like that. Hold on, let me see if it comes back. No. See, if I get distracted, it's a wrap. That's why I tell you guys to keep a journal and to write it down whenever you have a message. Because as soon as they come in, as soon as they leave. But it has something to do with keeping your spirit light, keeping your energy light, not doing, the word isn't not doing so much for others that they expect it. They don't value it. They don't appreciate it. It's very, the vibe that it is that I'm getting is like, even now, like me holding on, it's like this stress and stuff like that, like releasing tension and listening to your body. And, you know, your body is always sending you signals because your physical body is a mirror of what's going on the spirit and what's going on mentally. And you have to do things every day to make sure that you are happy. Life is so short. I know you guys know that, but life is so short. And all we have right now are moments. Don't think about the future. Think about what it is that you want. Call it in. Know that it is that's what it is that you want. Have endless faith and belief that it's going to happen. Have the expectation, but allow yourself to enjoy the present moment. Really create boundaries and barriers. If something is weighing on you, I don't care if it's your family, because I will cut a family member off. I don't care if it's a relationship, a crush, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a job, a boss. There has to, or expectations that you have on yourself, stress that you have on yourself. Something here has to be released. As your spirit mother, I need to tell you that if I could take on the burden for that's how strong this is. If I could do it for you, trust and believe I would. But it's not for me to carry on your burdens because I have my own burdens, and you also have to learn for yourself to do it for yourself, or else this is going to happen again. But it's really protecting yourself and saying no to some things and some people and just be like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Again, it could be your mother, it could be your grandfather, it could be your cousin, it could be your boss. You have to really have the strength within you right now, value yourself enough. And sometimes you have to separate yourself and just be like, well, Jess told me to, you know what I mean? But don't sue me. But be like, Jess, like, it's like, Jess gave me permission, or this, this message gave me permission to do exactly what is that I need to do in order to protect myself, because it is that serious. And it's this learned behavior sometimes of taking on too much. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Just because you're strong enough doesn't mean that you should carry that weight. You have nothing to prove to anybody but yourself. And if that's the case, don't be your own worst enemy and beat your own self down, carrying on and doing too much that it is that you shouldn't. The other thing is that as if we needed further confirmation, we have this Isis card from the Goddess Oracle deck. You guys know I've been going through it, not really going through it, but like moving through my own transformation, my own self-discovery, working a lot with Goddess energy, working a lot with the Oracle, moving a little bit away from the tarot right now, but teaching the tarot. Oh my God, for those of you guys that are part of the Sacred Circle Tarot School, by the way, tell me how today the video that I shot for you guys popped up mysteriously. Remember how I told you like it just randomly disappeared? Today, it just showed up. Keep in mind, I went through all of my files. I don't have a whole lot of space on my laptop, but I went through all of my freaking files. It was not in there. And then all of a sudden today, it just like manifests. And I was like, what the? And I went through all of my videos. Mercury retrograde, crazy. No, it's not the paranormal one. It's the threes video. Oh, just remember it? Because yeah, Chanel Carter's remembers that it was the paranormal content. All that disappeared. I haven't seen that. That really was wiped out. As far as I know, maybe it'll come back. But for those of you guys that are waiting for the threes, meaning like we're talking about the threes now in the Sacred Circle Tarot School, the video is finally done, thank God. I mean, I had it done. Yeah, I'm going to post it soon. I'm going to post it tomorrow. Crazy. But anyway, so back to this. Speaking of things from the past, Isis is the Goddess Oracle card that jumped up, and she talks about past life. And it's just like, I see this as like lessons that you've learned, how you were trained, how you were raised, to be, like how you have learned yourself to be, how you what is expected of you, carrying those things. And also it's the burdens of the past. So many of you guys, it's like you're at a space right now where you really need to kind of like release that shit, release, breathe straight, breathe, stretch, shake, and let it go. It's time to let it go. Don't let, the past things impact the present and the potential, the beauty of the now and what's to happen in the future. The other thing is, this is that next step, that leap of faith. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And yes, Mel, yeah, good idea. And then the next card is Bridget, and that is don't back down. That is very Aries. That is very leap of faith-ish, because that's what this is. And it's, again, moving past the past, moving past those blockages of the past and stepping into a space. Oracle Katrina says, yes, can you touch on the dominate message again? Absolutely. And then this will be my last and final thing. But that is the sense of all about being dominant. It's not about forcing your will, because if you guys remember, one of the cards that we pulled is the Strength card. This is not about forcing your will or pushing things to do anything. That's not what dominating means. This is about you asserting yourself and knowing what it is that you want and taking that leap of faith in order to make a move. This is you having that boundary, meaning like, okay, I say no to that. I say no to this. I block out alcohol. I block out the distraction. I block out the bullshit. Oh, fuckboy's messaging me again. I block him out too. Block. I don't need to explain myself. Block. You block it out because it's not serving you. It's not good for you. It's not. That's what it is that we mean when we're saying dominate. All right. And dominate also, again, means taking that leap of faith. It means taking that first step. That's what we mean by dominate. It's not all about, again, forcing your will. It's about doing what you have to do in order to make things happen without pushing, you know. Some people have to get left behind. All right, my guys? Thank you, Mel. Royal Dance says, do I hit him up first? You know what? Life is short. I feel like you know the answer to that. If you've been... Oh, I did pull romance cards for you guys. I've just been pulling cards left and right. And then I'm going to leave because it's an hour and 5 minutes. And, you know, the girls are on there. Everyone's like, thanks, Mel. She's good, right? She's a good one. So is Ashley. Both of y'all, super good. Okay, so the romance cards that I have are Love Yourself First. And this is your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. The Read. Can you imagine if you pull this card, it's like, oh, you know what makes you attractive? When you respect yourself. Like, oh. That's so fun. These cards are like, the next one is This Could Be the One, which I love. You've already met your romantic partner that you seek, but I don't want you guys to take that literally. I see this as you guys are really connecting with that energy. For those of you guys that are asking about love and romance, you guys are really connecting with that energy of like who you want. And who that person is, they'll come. Like, that's another, I pulled that list. If you want to hear about that, watch my video that I just posted up earlier today. All right. And the next card is Flirt. That's like being lighthearted and having light energy. And that's what we saw earlier with this like energy of like play, enjoy, and having peace within yourself. If you don't have peace, you don't have play. I can guarantee you that. Or if you're playing and you don't have peace, it's not the right kind of play, if you know what I mean. We're all adults here. We know what that is. Bringing us to our next card. Next question is pay attention to the red flags. But yeah, there's signs that are cautioning you right now. It's just being like, you know what? There's some things that you shouldn't be doing. You know it and I know it. So stop doing them. You don't respect yourself when you keep doing those damn things and when you ignore the red flags. So yeah, take that first step and get the shit out of negative situations. You're not serving anybody. You're only helping their ego half the time. All right, you guys. So that's what it is that I'm seeing and feeling for this Astro Live chat. Thank you guys so much for participating. Yes, Oracle Katrina says, please send positive vibes. So glad I watched this. Absolutely. There is a new video up there for you right now that I filmed earlier today for those of you guys that missed it. And it goes a little bit more into detail about what this week is looking like and also the messages that it is that I pulled this morning. Someone is asking if we are going live tomorrow. If you're part of the Sacred Circle Tarot School, I haven't decided yet because, again, it's like I'm watching my energy, but you will have a video posted tomorrow for sure. So, yeah. Matt Johnson says, I haven't eaten anything all day. What? As your spiritual mother, I tell you, go eat. Go eat. Feed yourself. Eat it. Make sure it's good food. Good food. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start cooking. All right, you guys. Seriously, again, thank you so much. Make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. We go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, if you have questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comments here. See how it says in the comments, say something? It reminds me of that Rihanna song. Say something. Did she sing that song? Say something. I'm giving up on you. Whatever. Mona Potter says the Scorpio video, that too is coming. This is me having fun with my hands and my energy. Who had the spirit animal of the crow? Because there's one right behind me. You can't see him, but he's there. All right, you guys, I'm out. I'm literally done. You can tell. You can tell I've had enough. All right, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.